What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Vampy Book Club. You guys know what this is, or you guys know who this is, the Cantonese Comic Kid. And I can't do this without my main man, Dollar Dell. What's going on?
What up, yo?
And then I can't do this without my other brother from another mother, Triple B Haunted Comics. What's going on?
We are back once again on the Cantonese Comic Book Kid channel, getting ready to talk some Vampirella.
And we're talking issue 38. Well, episode 39. The issue 38. The Mummy's Revenge. And synopsis is we get a visit from an old friend.
Yeah, they might try to be bringing us back to something that was this a couple issues ago. So
couple of thousand years ago from Vampirella. But
2,000 years ago, we're gonna get what really happened when she comes back from.
Yeah, before we get this shindigging, or before we dig our fangs into this thing, you guys know Vampy 1 sold. Well, yeah, all of you guys know Vampy 1 sold. B and me know it sold. Dell even know. Yeah, you know what I mean. I told you guys it was gonna end on the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
So it ended on the 27th. And what did we all predict? Well, we predicted. What was it? I think one of us predicted 2. One of us predicted it would be probably equal to what Vampirella the other painting sold for, or in the ballpark. Mm-hmm. But so I'll pull it up now and let you guys see what it actually sold for. But if you guys were all over Instagram, Sarah and the Frazetta girls and everything shared the information anyway. So if you guys didn't answer the poll that I have up, you guys can go answer it. But let me just pull this file up real quick.
I know I did a comment on it. Like, I don't remember what I said on the video, but I put my prediction in on it.
Yeah, you put your prediction on it. But just want to pull it up real quick. So this is
like the nude one. Like,
she's not, where they took the outfit off and everything.
I had to zoom in on it and everything. I'm like, look at this thing. This is great.
So where the outfit and everything was off, it comes with a frame and everything. So it's sold for $3. So
holy cannolis, $3 million.
Yeah.
Yo, what up?
I guess I was
leave it the comics. Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
What's going on?
5. Thanks for the comment.
I know. Yeah. Dale, why couldn't you find this one in your collection that you bought, right?
I know, no kidding. If I would have found the painting as well, man. Yeah. I even after paying auction fees, I would have retired. Retired. Even after the probably 25% auction fees I would have paid out.
Did you guys read my post though? I purposely made it funny. I go, I guess I'm still broke or whatever under the little post. I saw what it saw. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm still broke. But the other one I found on Heritage, was I actually found this St. Julian's original on Heritage too. The issue 38's cover on. So he did 2. He did a repaint and he did this. So he did this is the regular issue, and then he did a repaint of it because he didn't sign this original one. So when he did the repaint, he signed it. But the repaint didn't sell as much as the original. The original sold for more. What do you guys think? It sold for more than the Frazetta cover 1, or do you guys think it sold for less?
I'll say less.
You say less?
It's definitely it's got to be less, dude. But it's nice, but I'd imagine way less.
Let's see. Well, I'll open it and we'll see.
Way less.
Yeah, significantly.
Yeah.
11,000. That's the original one there. So it's all black on.
Yeah. That's the original, and then he repainted it, and it sold for 2,000. The repaint sold for 2,000. So this one sold for more. That's why I said So it sold for the other one sold for 2.
That's more affordable right there, definitely. But
right, and it sold in 2009. But it sold for 2009. But I think if it came up today in this market, I think it would sell for maybe even around this or a little lower than that though. I think I would think if it came up on market, you know what I mean. If it came up on market now, I think it. I think.
Oh, so that was in 2009. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, it would go a lot more. I think nowadays.
Probably at least double or triple that amount. I would imagine at the very least.
Yeah.
At least. Because I looked. I like no lie. I looked for stuff. You know, guys, how I do every week. So I'll look for for paintings and stuff on Heritage. Just curious if when it's sold and stuff like that. That's why I like bringing the history and stuff up. I'm like, hey, it's sold and everything. But yeah, and then this one, I'm like, I wonder where it's gonna end, dude. 20 something bids on it. 26 bids on this thing. I looked at. I was curious how many bidders were on it. 26.
Is that pretty low?
Yeah,
low. That's low, right? On bids, would you think, or do you? I don't know. You know more than me.
Kind of, but I think more people were waiting until the end because that was like in the middle. I saw 26, and then I looked at it again. It said, yeah, like 26 to 30 something bids. It's kind of low, but
did it have a starting bid, or did it just
not that I could see? So, I didn't see it.
So somebody probably jumped in with a mil or a mil and a half or something at the beginning bid or something.
Probably. And just bidded it up, and it just kept on going. But whoever had the original made out like a bandit, whatever he bought the original for. So
for sure,
yeah,
that is nice though. I love it, man. I love the different because she doesn't have her attire on her. I think it's great.
Well, the host, I guys told you about the story or whatever. What's the like Sarah had told the story before during a convention or during one of the panels that they did, and supposedly like Jimmy Palmiotti was there at the time. Supposedly that's what the story goes. The way the story goes is Jimmy was there, and Frazetta was doing stuff to this painting or whatever. What he told the auction house was, if the guy that buys this wants me to paint the outfit back on her, I will paint the outfit back on her. But if you think about why he took the outfit off, he felt like he didn't have part in doing the red outfit because it was Trina Robbins' idea. It wasn't his idea. His idea was just a red damn bikini, normal red bikini on her. So just imagine if Frazetta got his way and we didn't get the iconic V bikini. You know what I mean?
Oh man, it makes so much difference. Like looking at it now, because that's how we know who Vampirella is.
Yeah,
by that iconic outfit that she wears with the white collars and everything.
Yeah.
It's just.
But supposedly
could have been worse. Could have been a yellow polka dot bikini.
Yeah. Or supposedly that how her the boob window was a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So when Trina originally drew it looked like the Power Girl. You know how the Power Girl one looks? It pretty much looked like that. But Frazetta got it, and every time Frazetta would do it, I think he did it on purpose. So he kept on lowering it. So,
get it smaller until it's barely covering anything up.
And then, but I don't think Trina was ever happy with it after because they have only talked over the phone. They've never met in person. Like he called. Supposedly, the story goes he called James Warren and then one day and go, "Hey, you got me working on Vampy 1. I want, what do you want?" He was explaining what he was gonna do, like a red bikini on her. Frank, that's not what I want. And then I guess Trina was sitting in the office wanting a job or whatever. So she overhears them talking. So she's sketching something on a piece of paper. So I guess James Warren looked over and saw what she was doing. She goes, "Hey Frank, I got somebody that somebody got that idea that I want here." So he hands the phone over to Trina. Trina's talking to him and explaining what his idea was pretty much. So that's how that iconic outfit came to be anyway. So
yeah, man, who would have known, little conversation like that on the phone. We're talking about this freaking 60 years later,
Yeah. Yeah, and 60 years later, it sells again the second time because it sold in 91 the first time, but I don't know what it sold for in 91 though. I'm honestly, I should go looking back to see which auction house sold it and see if I can find the original 91 price on it and see how much this guy made after. I'm honestly curious. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Less, yeah. It's got to been. Guarantee he bought it probably for like 100,000 or something.
Right,
like that.
right.
You know, and this dude just made freaking $3 million off of this.
Right,
for sure.
I'm honestly curious to see what he actually bought it for.
Yeah.
I'm curious whoever bought it originally, but yeah. So let's get this shindig on the shindig, or let's get our fangs into this
show on the road.
Right. So it's a Vampy's Revenge. So we get Flexman Low and I think Gonzalez again, right?
Yep.
What I can remember. Yep. Gonzalez and them are back.
I'll go back one page real quick. They were talking. I was reading some of this. And they were talking about how Panther was like boring to all the readers out there.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I love Panther. And like right there, it's like, and they even talked about like the difference between writers and artists. And so I thought it was kind of cool to read some of this stuff.
I love reading those, and that's why I sometimes every once in a while I'll read some of these and then come up with questions to ask you guys. That's where my questions come from, is from these things.
Yeah. It's good, but honestly, I love Panther. I want her to come back. They're saying that she was boring, so I'm like, no, and kind of like.
But that's probably why she.
Yeah, she wasn't a bad story. Actually, I kind of enjoyed the story a little bit more than the Vampirella one.
Sometimes.
So Jeff, does she come back in the future? Do we get some more of her? Or do you know?
I believe so. I think she comes back in like later issues, but she jumps around. But she's in some. I know she's in a couple of eerie.
Okay, so they might be using these characters jumping around from different the eerie and the creepy, maybe. I think is what they did.
And then supposedly, and then Vampy and them cross over to some certain issues of eerie, certain issues of creepy too. Like later down, not right now, but like later down the line, because Panther and her meet up.
Yeah, I think there was like even a crossover story. I think it was on one of the Eries or the Creepies where she was like, where she was crossed over into a story with the Rook character.
Yeah,
and she was actually on the cover with the Rook as well. On that one, I can't remember if it was Creepy or Eerie. Those are one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those. But yeah, she does that. She does Flash Gordon. I think she so yeah, like late, like not right now, but like later, the later issues down. But it's so freaking funny. It's like later issues down, but like you said, it's funny to see like what the guys from the 74 and what the 60s and all these guys were thinking, going, oh, these writers are crap. This what was it? Flexman Low is a piece of garbage. Let's bring back Archie and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So it was so freaking funny. They're like, oh, I want Archie back. I want this back. I'm like, okay, but if you honestly read, Flex is more like a long. I feel like he's more as long as he has two issues or more. It's better, or his stuff is a lot better. I feel like.
I agree with you with there, because how Flexman's writing is like he wants to give you a lot of dialogue, like setup of the story, because he's got something probably bigger in mind, and he only has so many pages to put through. And so like with the story that we're getting into right now, with number 38, it's a continuation from 37 or 36. So like it's one big story. I'm like, okay, that's a lot of good ambition for Vampirella and like in these Warren magazines. So let's see what he can continue from the Nile,
from like issue 36. It was the Return of the Nile one, or when whatever. But it was like these guys were talking about Jose, like how Jose's better, and freaking Ortiz. Yeah, this is the one I was reading where they said Jose Gonzalez is better than Ortiz on Ortiz is a piece of trash or something like that. I forgot what they said about Ortiz on here, but I'm like, they're two different styles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You got to give Ortiz a little bit of leeway, dude. Ortiz is coming in the middle of a freaking Gonzalez run. Gonzalez been doing like from 13th all the way to whatever issue it was, and then he stopped for a second, and then you take over on 36, and of course because it's a different artist, it's gonna make you like, oh, what the fuck is this?
It kind of looks a little bit different, but like looking at it now, like I have no faults with it. I think they're both are great.
Yeah, but they're both good. They're both masters, but they're different type of masters at their art. Well, Gonzalez is good at one thing, and Ortiz is a little better at certain things, and back and forth. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was funny. You got any input on this, Del? The Ortiz and Gonzalez debate on in these letters pages where they say Ortiz is a piece of trash. Pretty much that's the synopsis is when I read that letter was pretty much they were calling Ortiz a piece of trash pretty much compared to Gonzalez.
No, I don't pay attention to the letter, so
yeah. You don't have opinion about both of their guys' art.
No, because I don't pay attention to the letter, so I was like, whatever. I don't have a.
Yeah. You don't got no skin in the game. I got you.
Yeah. Oh, I got skin. I got skin in the game.
Yeah.
Always skin in the game.
Yeah, you always got skin in the game. But I really enjoyed the this cover page of how Gonzalez did her here, like, you know what I mean. So I really actually.
Well, this isn't Vampirella right here, but it kind of looks like her, is what I remember by reading it. But like we get a really good female character. She is wearing a leopard thing, so like maybe it is right because she's wearing a leopard.
Right. No, all three panels is Vampirella.
These two panels. Okay, yeah. So this is now I remember. This is a prequel of what's going to happen in the book. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I honestly. You know what I mean? The Mummy one was the Cleopatra story was a little bit on the like it was like on the fence for me. And after I read this issue, dude, no lie, I think it's on my like at least top 5 of what one of my favorites. You know what I mean? At least one of the top 5.
I totally agree because I remember reading 36, the Cleopatra one, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was like, okay, like Flexman's hitting on all cylinders right here with his writing. And with them to go ahead and come back to that storyline in the future, because you got to remember, in the number 36, they got hit by a car or something, and she gets transported back in time 2,000 years ago, where she becomes Cleopatra, and then with the Alexander the Great is right there, and like he's like a vampire, and so you get that story. So I love that we get to see the aftermath when she comes back to the future, right? And she's back in time because they were just in a little mini coma after getting hit by a car, and then they go like where they at? Did they go?
They went to Saudi. Last week they were in Saudi. They were in Saudi Arabia or something, one of the desert ones. And then
she traveled in time without a DeLorean.
Yeah.
No, she went. Yeah, exactly. I love it. This is where we get it from, man.
Yeah.
And so she's back in present time with Pendragon. They just get done doing their show, and like this is where this Mummy Revenge goes. So like the two stories go together, and a part 1 and a part 2, and I dug it. So
I dug it too, man. I really dug. Honestly, the grade's a lot higher if you read both of them together. The grade gets higher for me when you read them both together.
Yeah, for sure.
Artist.
Just reading some of those letters is freaking funny. I'm reading them. I'm like, That's kind of funny though. I'm like, I should, you know what I mean? I should ask people questions. I should ask you guys the same question sometimes when I see when I see them arguing about stuff. Every once in a while, I do. I'm like, I'll ask, like, I'll come up in my head. I'll ask B and I'll ask Dell to see what they think about this. I'm like, dude, I just laugh sometimes when I read them. I'm like, really? I go, that's what you guys are arguing about how Ortiz and this guy are like, not great artists or whatever it is. I'm like, and then or she's too sexy, or there was one letter a while back saying I thought that was funny, but like I said, like we Gonzalez freaking dude for what he done monsters before, he did the Mummy pretty decent.
The Mummy, and he got this James Bond looking mother bleeper right here, sexy as hell. It's like but there's another character that comes in, like he doesn't look very good, but like this is a cool little scene right here.
Like, I think it.
They're in. I think they're in Rome, right?
That's right. They're I believe they're in Rome. It's Rome and it's night, the eternal city. Bathed in moonlight glow, scent of jasmine that reeks of whatever. So like this is Flexman's writing. Like he's giving you we got these little panels up here. And every little thing that he's writing, he's describing what's going on, and it works really good. It's so funny in this beginning scene here. Right. It's like this guy doesn't matter to the story, really. Like he's irrelevant, but what happens to him is very relevant. So like,
but what's like?
Go ahead.
My biggest thing is what's crazy is Gonzalez spends so much time to make him like the James Bond type, the hot guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then later, like B was saying, later we meet another character. Like, dude, what the hell did you do?
He's got like a bowl cut from Dumb and Dumber.
What's
going on here?
Like what? Why did they do that? I'm like, you make a Rico Suave looking one, and then you give this guy because he calls him the freaking professor or whatever, and gives him a freaking bowl cut. I'm like, really? I go, you could have made him a little,
It's so funny because like this is a irrelevant part of the story, but it's very relevant because he's going out having a smoke in the night, and then this something, it looks like a mummy character, attacks him, and then somebody finds him dead there in the pond. Floating.
No,
and,
Go ahead.
But then like
I forgot,
when I was reading this, so like he's floating, and like this mummy character is slowly walking back into the mausoleum with the museum of antiques. So it's like
antique. Antiques.
I ain't gonna say that.
I ain't gonna say it either. Antiques. Trust me, I tried all week to do that.
Because honestly, it took me the third time reading this. I'm like, I get it now. So so what's going on? Why are these mummies like slowly coming out of this museum?
We actually know who this mummy is.
We find out who he is because
Vampirella
and Pendragon's there doing their tour, their magic show. And then like she's like, I love Pendragon and Vampy right here in this panel right here in the bottom. Amazing. Pendragon's like, I was talking about spirits. Let me drink my spirit here.
I was doing Pendragon thing yesterday. I had a couple beers yesterday.
I have a couple of beers every day, but that's just me. I'm the Pendragon of the show.
Did you have beers for Chinese New Year?
No. Yesterday, yes, but not on Chinese New Year though. But it's like Gonzalez rocked it again with Vampy's. Vampy's. Like we always say, his freaking close-ups are fucking magnificent. You know what I mean?
His chef kiss, dude.
Yeah,
amazing.
Even his mummy's not bad. You know what I mean? Like this time around, his monsters are getting a little stronger. I see. You know what I mean?
Think maybe he had time because he didn't draw number 37. Right. So there was and I know that the new ones now they go by maybe 2 months in between. So I don't know actual release dates on these ones, if they were every single month or if they had.
I'll let you know now. This one was November. So November, and then the next issue doesn't come out until June. So there was no December one.
Yeah, so they may take a couple months in between ones.
Right.
And if he's not doing number 36 or 37, which he didn't do, that even gives him a whole, maybe 4 or 5 months to actually dive into this issue. It's only like they're like 10, 12 pages long. But yeah, you can see like the detail in this. I mean, Vampy's looking great. You love the black. I mean, I can never argue with black and white art, dude. When it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. And this one is good.
Yeah, Gonzalez, like that's why everybody says Gonzalez was one of the best Vampy artists out there. Now you guys can see why that he's one of the better ones out there. But like we're gonna get into the story. They come to the museum, or she says, isn't it like she says
wants to go see? Yeah, she wants to go. She understands that his mummy, alimony or whatever they call him,
her brother. It's not Alexander. It's actually her brother's mummy.
Okay,
you remember the
brother is going to be
the
her
pharaoh.
husband.
The pharaoh was going to be her husband. The brother husband or the brother cousin husband thing kind of thing.
Weird.
So thing. The weird thing. So,
but she says like she put a stake in his heart, right? Is what happened and kills him. But like his mummy is over here, and she's like, "Oh my god, I gotta go see him." And Pendragon's like, "We just need to leave the past in the past. That was 2,000 years ago." She's like, "I don't know, but I just gotta go see this mummy." And he's like, "Okay," and he takes another shot of his booze. But yeah, this is good. So they walk up into this museum here, and they're like, "Oh my god, there he is."
Yeah,
Ptolemy I can't read the word. Is that what it is? Ptolemy
or Ptolemy, I think, or hold on. Let me pull it up on my end, and I'll tell you now. Ptolemy, that's what it is. Ptolemy, that's what it is. Ptolemy. I'm glad. I'm trying to. It's Ptolemy. Yeah, her brother Ptolemy. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna go and see, and then he go. And then we end up meeting the bowl cut guy, like B was telling the professor.
Yeah, so they're in the museum right here, and they're like looking at him like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on," and all of a sudden this freaking Rico Suave dude tries to show up.
Pretty much what the hell, the Fabio looking character. Fabio. It's from the 70s, so I'm gonna call him Fabio.
For some reason, Vampirella is smitten by him, like, he is cute, and they're gonna meet up later.
I just think that's funny. Like every issue, Flex at least gets her into one type of situations or sexual situation, kind of. Always, makes me laugh every time. I'm like, I go Flex her. I go reading it. I go, really? I go, you're gonna get her into another. And one of the letters was complaining about this part of it, like where they always make her fond over a guy. They like, what the fuck's going on? Why do you guys keep on doing that?
She's in her prime, dude. She's in her prime, dude. She's looking amazing. Of course, she's gonna want to have some hot sex with Vampirella, dude. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, but it's just freaking funny though. Just reading it. Yeah. And then just I really enjoyed the issue anyway. Did you enjoy it?
It was all right.
It was all right. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But
I like the revenge in this one because we're gonna get to it, but we're not there yet. But I do. There is some sort of revenge that's gonna happen in this one.
Right.
The dude, old Fabio, comes over here and like, hey, I'll show you around Rome.
I'll show you these crypts and these things. I'm like, why would you follow this guy into a freaking dark catacombs or whatever? Why would you follow? Why would you? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a sexy date. Go into these fucking weird ass catacombs. I'm like, are you stupid or weird or which one are you? But I forget. Then I think it's Vampirella.
Yeah, it's Vampirella. She likes the more cob, She likes that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And so they go down in the catacombs, like even Pendragon's like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, he's kind of cute. Cause she like senses something from him. And like they even say it like she's like, I don't know. There's some sort of scent. There's some sort of
Right.
like aura that I get from him,
Right.
and we find out what that aura, that scent is.
Yeah.
We'll hear a little bit later on.
We
But why is she
Yeah.
attracted to him? And this story, it gives us that. So it's like the story is great because they're not like just throwing in like red herrings or throwing in
Right.
little its and bits of dialogue. Like you really read the book, and you and those little words of dialogue come back
Yeah.
fruition in the
Yeah.
story. So that's what makes the story pretty damn good to me, because
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, I'm just throwing this a bunch of stuff out here, you know, bubble letters. No, everything that you read here up on screen has something to do with the story, and it all makes sense at the end of the story.
Yeah, that's one good thing about these.
Yeah.
Well, what about the newer ones? What do you say about that stuff? Sometimes no, right? Sometimes this stuff
Yeah.
is
The newer ones are more like no, buy next month's. The newer
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
are all cliffhangers. You got to buy next month, and you got to buy
Yeah.
next month, and you got to
Yeah.
buy it. They don't like have a complete story, the newer
Right.
ones,
Right.
in like 2 issues. Like you got to read like 12 issues to get the whole
Right.
story. With these ones, at least we can get
See,
even
that's
in
just I
each
think it's
individual issue.
yeah, my biggest thing I think it's just a writer. I think it's just because what I hear from Priest, what I hear from fans of Priest's writing
Mhm.
is he likes to write long form stuff. He likes to write. So if like I think after he's done with this run, or when he gets to 700, if he quits after 700 or whatever, and it gets collected and read it, I think it's gonna be a lot smoother. I think because the way people explain it, like his Black Panther run is the same way. Like people
Mhm.
read it, like a lot of people read it during it, and they said he's more of a
He wants to write a novel. He wants to write a fucking novel instead of writing a comic book. And so you got to read it all as one book.
Right. He likes to write trade style than more than he likes to write one single story, one single story, and to explain it and done and out of the way, instead of but keep it going. So like I said, I enjoyed, I really enjoyed this story, honestly. One of my more of my favorite ones. So
I agree that, like, I'm glad that they put 2 and 2 issues together, 36 and 38 right here.
Right.
And the art in it is great. But let's keep on with the story before we go on, because the story is gets a little bit. This is where we're getting to the final part, like in the final act of the story right here.
Right.
Because Fabio over here takes Vampirella down into the catacombs, and he's like, there's more dead bodies down here than there are actually people living above the catacombs. And so he's like, follow me. It's a maze down here. It's a maze. If you don't follow me, you get lost. You'll never find your way out.
And then there's one panel where she goes, "Is that a baby in there?"
Yeah, that's right then and there.
Yeah.
Is she's like, that's a baby coffin, and she gets distracted because she sees a baby coffin, and when she goes over to the baby coffin, and she turns around, Bruno, it's Fabio. Bruno is gone.
Yeah.
Like he left her there. Like, did he just like lure her down into the catacombs so that like some sort of evil can happen to her, or something? Like she can,
we, like me, B, and Del know the answer. Do you guys know the answer yet? You will know the answer in a few minutes. But if you guys want to find more out, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do the new issues and keep you guys on that cliffhanger and stop it right now.
No, that's it. It gets cut off. No, but it's. I again here. We talked about her leopard outfit.
Yeah.
Like, and I love it. Like, we need to see that in the newer issues. Like,
in the newer issues, or even in the cosplays. Like, if you get a winter issue, you can put the cosplayer in a leopard skin, or a leopard print jacket, and then it will bring you back to these.
Oh yeah, it would be such a good Easter egg. You know, it's a great Easter egg if they can
hardcore fans for the hardcore fans. You know what I mean? They would know. Oh, I know where this came. I know where this her idea came from. then it will give the cosplayer a little more credibility too for being a Vampy fan. You know what I mean? You know.
And what a great panel these are, because like you can look at it and not even look at the bubbles and read it. You can see that he's bringing her downstairs. She gets distracted. She turns away.
He's an asshole. That's what
he is something else, but he's gonna get his own here.
Yeah, he's gonna get his own, and we end up we end up seeing another guy. We end up revisiting one of the gods again,
and this is like this made the book. This made the story.
Yeah,
like, okay, because she's down. Okay, imagine she's down in the catacombs. It's super dark. She doesn't know where she's going.
Yeah,
her guide left her there for dead, and then all of a sudden these what is it, mummies that are coming out?
Yeah,
it's so weird. Like these dead mummies are coming out. They come and attack her because Bruno lured Vampirella down in here to get sacrificed, pretty much. Right? That's got to be what he did.
Yeah, but you notice she's actually in pants in the bottom panel. She's actually in pants. She's not actually. She
wasn't in pants before, right? No.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm looking.
Yeah, she's actually in pants. Yeah. She's actually in pants. I'm like, wait a minute, was she in pants in the previous?
Like she just had them pulled up.
Well, actually, no, it's a dress. It's like a.
Oh,
skirt.
It's a dress. It's a. Oh, okay.
A long skirt. Yeah.
I thought it was because I'm looking. I'm like, are those pants or is that a skirt? Oh yeah, you were right because I think in the middle or in the next two
one of the next panels shows a leg. Like a bare leg.
Yeah.
And then while the rest of it's covered with the dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the next couple and I think she ends up ripping the skirt or something. I remember something like that.
Rip it off, girl. Take it off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she ends up ripping it and goes, dude, this is getting in the way. Fuck this. Rips it, I think.
Because, I get that. Yeah, maybe it was up a little bit down there because
because it's gone. It's gone in this part. You know what I mean? It's like I think.
If you look at the top left, go back to the page you were just on.
I get it. Yeah, they're ripping her stuff off.
Jeff, go forward one.
Forward one. This one, right?
Top left panel shows a what are the zombie
ripping it off?
The mummy's ripping off her. Yeah, ripping it off. So it's kind of fun.
I don't recommend that to anybody. Don't be ripping off anybody's clothes. This is just a comic book. Hell yeah, let's rip off her clothes.
Yeah. Now with that. Yeah, as long as it's consensual, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Oh, look at her look and the surprise.
The Vampy Book Club, the Vampy Book Club members do not recommend you do this. You make sure it's consensual. Make sure it's you ask first before you do any of this type of stuff. But we end up meeting our Egyptian sun god again.
Amaral shows up. What? It's amazing. This even goes back before. So this is like even more than 36 because I don't think he was in 36 when she had 30 days to decide if she was going to marry him and go up into the heavens forever.
Right. You know? No, that was the Mexican sun god. This is the Egyptian sun god.
Well, okay, so so they're kind of confusing me there, but it's kind of like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he's
actually he's the Grim. I think he was the Grim. This is the Grim Reaper.
Huitzilopochtli is what. So we got Huitzilopochtli. We got Amaral.
I said, I get freaking confused, but I think he's the. This one is the freaking.
It is
he's a Grim Reaper or something like that. I remember one of the
sun god of the ancient Egypt.
He's the Egyptian sun god.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Egyptian sun god. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh yeah.
and what I liked about it, because he's in the catacombs, it's super dark. It's all dark down there. Yeah. And he's the god of sun, pretty much. So he illuminates everything so that and he stops these mummies coming to get her, which in new issues Vampirella would just take them out left and right, but here in her beginning stage she doesn't know that she has all this power that she can just take them out herself. But I love how but
every issue that has anything to do with Egyptians, Mayans or anything, she seems to be in favor with gods, because gods always come to save her butt every time.
Yep, they do. Yep.
Gods take a liking to her, so I think all you got to do is flash the god a little.
Yeah,
flash her a little leg, you know.
Sneak a peek here, right here, cop a fill. But yeah,
show her your god card.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just funny, man. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come, and then all he does is put a hand out, and then pretty much all the freaking zombies go like disappear.
Yeah, doesn't he? He ends up showing.
Yeah.
So they talk for a minute here.
Yeah, like talk for a good like couple minutes.
Yeah, good page.
This is a crazy panel, man. The last panel on this page, where she holds her hands up like this.
Yeah, because he realizes like who brought me down here, who's taking.
Yeah.
It's because Bruno was able to like do the black arts, is what they say.
Yeah.
So he's able to like go into a mummy husk that was a vampire, and then he can become alive and go suck the blood. And that's what happened in the very first panel where that James Bond character was out taking a smoke. It was he took the form, but actually went into this mummy husk and became a vampire and sucked the blood, and then went back into the museum. And so what I kind of had like question about was like, then why did Bruno take her into the catacombs to leave him to like these other mummies that can come alive? Is there other black arts people that need to suck blood?
Or was it him that took over each one of them? You know, that's what I was thinking. Like he split himself somehow, and
was it him? But then when Amaron comes in and like blasts, because there's multiple mummies trying to chase her down in the catacombs, and Bruno's gone, and then Amara is telling him like, hey, you know, he was in the black arts, he can take over, this is what he's doing. She's like, who is it? And she realized that it is Bruno here down at the end. And great freaking art by
great panel. Jose is like,
it's like, it was pretty much just like she was asking who is he, what's his name, and he was like pretty much
you know who it is,
you know who it is, you know
who it is. And she goes,
do you really need to ask?
Yeah, do you really need to ask?
Do you really need another clue? Is pretty much like, oh damn it! It's like the oh damn it face.
It's like I almost think that like Vampirella is only having a vision of Amaran, like he's not really there. Like she's realizing her own power. She's in darkness right now. She's in darkness, and he's like telling her that she is the light. And they are saying this in Tom Sagasi's run of Vampirella Armageddon right now, that she is the light.
Right,
she is the light.
Sagasi's been real. So I read some of Sagasi's stuff, and I'm like, oh shit. So he is pulling from some of this stuff, man. I'm like, because if you read his Vampy, like I re-looked at his Vampyverse stuff like this week too. And I'm like, I re-looked at it. I'm like, oh shit. So he has it. So him and his wife have been, you know, pulling from this. It's just I
think Ginny Ashkin is not his wife. It's just a partner that they work together. So they're but but them both writing Vampyverse. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jeff. They're pulling from some of these stories, and well, dude, it's like I'm jacked. Like I really am. I'm so pumped to keep on reading Vampirella. Like I guess I'm just a huge fan. I don't know, man. Like I'm reading old stuff. You know.
Yeah, me and you both. It's just sometimes it's fun. It's fun to jump back and forth and going, oh shit, this is where they're pulling from. It's like some of them do that, but I don't think Priest is doing that at all. Though it seems like he's doing his own little
fucking thing.
Yeah. Nothing against, like I said, I tell you guys every week when we talk about that. Nothing against, nothing against Dynamite, nothing against, nothing against everybody, but it's cool. It's just
it's awesome to have new stories for Vampirella. It's like let's keep her alive. I guess new books, new issues, keeps the character alive, and that's
keeps
what
it fresh. Like a lot more fresh. But like I said, I've been enjoying doing it with you guys, and I've been enjoying like looking up the researching stuff. I've been, this is the whole idea. But like any of the audience wants to join in with us, hit me up on Instagram, hit B up on Instagram, hit Dell up on Instagram. Let us know you guys want to join in on our fun on taking a swipe or taking a bite out of these stories with us. We're all down to try to convince you into being a Vampy fan like we are, or me and B are. We're trying to put Dell in that boat a little bit.
Gotta read the new ones, Dell. I guess to get into it, to see where we're at.
I really, this character, I think it has to be like really dark in order for me to get into it.
I get it. I want more.
I get it.
Give me more darker shit. Give me more horror stuff.
My favorite, my all-time favorite storyline is the drug issues. Those are my favorite because it's sort of the darker side of her. Like oh crap, like that's one of my favorite ones. I know. Dell's one was Dracula was one of your favorites. The one that introduced Dracula.
Well, so far of what we covered so far, the few issues that introduced Dracula into the story.
Yeah.
Since as from what, because Dracula was the original Dracula character was kind of based off of Vlad the Impaler.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If anybody knows that, obviously it's those who know the lore.
Right.
It's kind of like off of that Vlad the Impaler. But here off of the Vampirella book, they made Dracula a Draculonian that went bad.
Yeah.
It's just it was just an interesting story. It's like I kind and it still made him to like he's an evil character and all that. So it was that story was kind of decent. I kind of liked it. It still had his little holes and whatever.
Yeah.
It was still a decent story. So it was like, okay, that's why kind of so far what I've read, that was like the only storyline that I actually enjoyed. Because it was actually a decent story.
Right. But you want to know the funny thing though? That I thought this was funny. They didn't bring up the stupid book that they brought up in the beginning. You remember that book, the evil book that from the cult or whatever.
Yeah, the Cult of Chaos or whatever. Yeah,
the Chaos book. I'm surprised they didn't. Because after B was saying about the dark arts or whatever, I'm surprised at that when he mentioned that. I'm surprised they didn't mention that book. I'm like,
it's been a few issues since that Cult of Chaos has been mentioned in that book, and and that weird head god or whatever that's part of it.
Yeah.
It's been a few issues since it's been. I feel like it's been a few issues since they introduced that character, but so I'm not saying Vampirella is not a bad character or anything like that. It's just personally,
but like I said, you're the outside guy that coming in to get the other people to see that are non-Vampy fans to see that's you're the outside guy. You're the guy that's not really into it. Me and B are the ones into the heart. Like he's into the new, like B's more into newer stuff. I'm into all of it pretty much. You know what I mean? But B's into all of it too. It's just you know what I mean? It's just we're both hardcore fans, and then you're the minor fan or whatever we can say. And then we can bring other people in that's never read her. And I'm honestly curious to see what the audience thinks, the people that's never read her, and see what they think of her. Like if they've never, and they like a lot of the guys now just call her the sexy cover good chick. You know what I mean? That's never read her. I'm honestly curious to see what those guys think of the book. You know what I mean? That always just collect her for the covers and actually read it and see if they actually she's more than a sexy cover.
I just say, Jeff, you just like booby books.
Yeah, I just like booby books.
So it's like the female characters on the cover with boobies, big boobies. Whether it's a hand drawn or one of those photo cover type covers.
Cosplay covers.
Cosplay covers. Booby books. Or it's Raichi or what's the other one? Ray
cosplay class, anime,
what's the one that's from California, Jeff? The one that lives in California. Low's another one too. It's like,
Low's another one. Like all these other cosplay. Yeah, as long as the cosplayer's on the cover, as long as it's a female on the cover.
Female kind of cute with big boobies.
Yeah, what Dell was saying, I'll collect it.
Exactly.
But hey, one good thing is I collect it and actually read it. I don't just collect them and just got a Google Gaga over the cover.
Sometimes I think you do.
But yeah, like you can't, you know what I mean? You can't let's get back into this thing. But then we go let's just say
amazing ending.
Yeah, she gets super mad again. She gets Draculonian rage again. Pretty much. And so, I think this is the first time we see her bite anybody in general. Like this. I mean,
without bat form. Yeah, without her not being a bat.
Yeah,
right.
It's been a few issues since she's bit somebody without not in bat form because it's been a few issues because I think there was one issue that she bit one of the Van Helsing. So what's a younger Van Helsing? Adam. I think it was like a while back. It was like some issues back that she bit him, but
it's been a couple issues because she bit that she bit the robot one too, the robot dude too.
Yeah.
The Annihilator or whatever his name was. The Annihilator, or something like that. Yeah, but I thought
usually we go. The bloodlust in her right here is overwhelming her because she got stuck in the black catacombs, darkness. Amara shows her way out. She turns into a bat, flies out, and then finds old Conrad right here, Bruno over here, and just man, look at that! Like the middle panel on the top.
Yeah,
dude, what is that? Not just amazing as hell. Yeah. Look at her, dude. She's
just
like,
Like
that look like she's getting ready to freaking suck some blood. Or wakes pounce, him up, and just goes to town. And like, not only does she drain all of his blood, like he pretty much turns to dust after this. Like, takes his whole essence out of his body, and she just loves it too. Look at her. Look at her. Like she's just like,
Dude, this is
want to mess with me. Look at this middle panel.
This is why we love that's why me and B love Vampirella. It's these panels here. Yep. This is why. It's like, but my favorite panel out of this part of it is Pendragon's drinking. Pendragon goes, "What happened with Bruno or whatever? Yeah. He couldn't handle me or something like that." She says something in that
couldn't handle his spirit or something like that. He's like, I can handle this spirit as he takes the shot. Is what he does.
Yeah, like see this is my favorite panel out of this group is the last one where she's actually looking at pretty much like at us, pretty much at the audience.
Yep. It's great. It's great storytelling, great visualized. Right. They did everything like we're watching it and she's looking at us. It's she's like, you want to mess with me, like when I get a chance, I'm gonna go ahead and just
mess with
all
you.
Your blood.
Pretty much. I'm gonna mess with you. You want to mess with me? I'll mess with you back.
It's because she's so damn sexy. She's so hot. She's fucking very hot chick. She's so sexy. And like guys go up to her and they're like, oh, maybe I can take advantage of this hot girl. And she's like, you want to try to take advantage of me? This is what happens to, you creep motherfuckers out there that want to try to like be a creep and take advantage of girls. This is what's going to really come back to you.
Bite you in the ass pretty much. You're going to end up meeting that girl that's a Vampirella chick from Draculon and mess you up.
I think it has a couple different meanings in this. Like it really does. And like a great story, but overall, don't be a fucking creep, dude. Just be a good guy. If you're a good guy, because like he wasn't a good guy. He wanted to take her down the catacombs. He was being creepy. He's doing something nefarious. And you're going to end up meeting the wrong person, and you're going to end up, no longer breathing.
Yeah, pretty much.
What it is.
Pretty much. You end up meeting a chick from Draculon and thinking she's a normal human girl. Oh, I'm going to take her down to catacombs and then suck her blood. Guess what happens? She ends up coming back and go, guess what? I'm gonna do the same thing you tried to do to me just now.
Yep. Yeah, it was good. So she ends up victor. She won. Got rid of this bowl cut
Bruno,
fool.
bowl cut Bruno looking guy.
Yep.
That was the antiquity specialist in the Roman museum. So you know what I mean. Oh, and the favorite in the beginning was we can't. Bruno tells we can't keep freaking night guards for some reason.
Yeah.
Of course you can't keep night guards for some reason. A freaking zombie, a vampire mummy that had every freaking day, every day they come, these guys come walking by. It's the freaking fangs are dripping blood. Of course they're gonna be freaked the fuck out because that thing's supposed to be dead and not moving. But you have fresh blood dripping down these fangs. Of course anybody's gonna be scared shitless, like going, what the fuck is going on here?
Exactly.
Yeah,
love it.
So so what do we give the Mummy's Revenge? All right. Well, I'll start off with Del. What did you give it, Del? Story wise, art. Let's do story and pickup ability wise. First one.
So pickup ability. Definitely can pick it up because it's somewhat of a continuation from a couple issues back, but it's still somewhat of a new story. It's new enough to where it's still easy to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as like the story, I'll give it a 7. It was average. To me, it was average. It was like an average story. So it was a 7 on that.
All right. Well, what about you, B? Pickup ability and then story.
Pickup ability. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm gonna go like a 6 because maybe a 5 because you really don't know what's going on with this. It'd be kind of hard to jump in if you don't know the previous story or if you don't know who Vampirella is. However, the story for me is a solid 9 out of 10. I think this thing is great because of the previous issue and how it picked up from it. So I loved it, and I loved the story through just this issue, with the catacombs and Rome and like the history. What Flexman does is like he likes to bring history, real history, into his writing, and I'm a big history buff, so like history gets me. And when we're talking about like real life history and like throwing in Vampirella into it, I dig it. So that's why for me I think it's a solid 9 out of 10.
All right, so I'll give pickup ability the same one you give it. I'll give the same grade you just gave it pickup ability wise, but the story point I'll give it a 9. But why I'm gonna give it a 9? You would have to pick up that issue that we were talking about. Then I will give it a 9. But before that, it's I agree with the Del grade. I agree with the Del grade, but by picking up, if you want to read the Mummy's Revenge, I would recommend you pick up 36, right? That's what it was.
36. Yep.
I would recommend you guys pick up 36 first and read with this one, and you would enjoy it a lot more. And then it would be B's grade, a 9. You know what I mean? It's just you have to pick up 36 for this one. It's just because if you don't know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Flex explains a lot on top of this on the top panel here, but I would recommend you guys pick up 36 from our from all three of us or our point of views. You might want to pick up 36 first, and it's going to be a lot stronger. A stronger read for you guys.
Yeah, and if you don't want to go ahead and pick these up and read them, just go ahead and go back a couple videos ago on the Cantonese Kid channel, and we have the live one right there, so you can watch us actually explain these stories from there to here. So like, you don't need to go read it.
That's the whole reason we do these.
We're telling you. So
that's the whole reason we do these reviews in the first place. It's sub
to the channel, go back and watch and rewatch these videos, man. You're gonna be there, and like if you're here for the first time or it's been a year from now, like these are gonna be right here available for you on YouTube So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because you're always going to get some. Really, we're doing all the way. What is it? The 130.
113.
113. Okay,
130. We're gonna do all 113 issues. And if you guys don't want to read it, you guys can listen to us talk about it like on a podcast style. Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys have been enjoying it, I really appreciate you guys enjoying it. But we all appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and do all the good stuff. And all the guys, B's and Dell's stuff is on down in the description below. But before we get going, I want to show you guys what next week's issue is going to be. We get a cover from Ken Kelly. Yeah. We get we get an issue. Yeah, we get a cover from Ken Kelly. And then the issue is called, and then we get another Jose Gonzalez pinup page.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then we get the story of the Headhunter of London. So we're going back to London, and I think it's Ortiz or it's another Jose again. I think it's another artist. So
it says it's Leo Sanchez.
Yeah, Leo Sanchez. Yeah, so it's gonna be a Leo Sanchez and Flexman again. So it's gonna be interesting to see what you guys think about this headhunter character. That's gonna go after. Yeah, go after
Vampirella. Sanchez is dirty.
Yeah.
Super dirty Sanchez, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll find that if you guys don't want to lose your heads, make sure to tune in to next week's episode 40 of issue 39. So you guys don't end up like all his other victims at Headhunter of London. You'll be headless.
Headhunter of London, not to be confused with the werewolf of London.
Yeah. But I found out some history on these. But if you guys want to find out, you guys got to tune in next week. So we'll see you guys next week, and I'll let you guys find out what we find out. All right, we'll see you guys later.